All right, Coach, coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports brings us to Southern California and Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and our home team. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Jackson now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 13. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Tight end right. 4 down. Check. Check safety. He's coming.
Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now it's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Check right, check right. Check three, check three.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves them with third and just a couple. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Jackson from the shotgun. And it's caught by Parker. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Jackson on first down, letting one go deep for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go. Set. Hey, hold on. I'm scared. Zoom, zoom. Hey, 58's the mic. Go 58's the mic. Hey.
On third down, Jackson. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything but going to the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Check. Crunch. 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 Rotate. Step. Delta.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson flush to his right. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
On the ready. 22's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go.
They run on first down with Jackson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Mike 38. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. Mike 38. That's it. Mike 38. What's the curl? 30. Bandit.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Going right side here, and that's complete.
Jackson's pass complete to Miles Boykin. 1-yard gain.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike 58, right there.
To throw is Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Chargers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. They run it here with Gordon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And out of bounds. This will depend on where they spot it. And they'll say at the 45. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback. And
blitz coming, and down he goes.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
A toss play. Gordon, he can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11.
Mark 38, Mark 38, Mark 38. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. 30 up, go.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there and set and change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Mike 58 right there. I'm coming to you. I'm coming to you. Showing it. Showing it.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Don't be mad.
You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Throwing on second down. Jackson. Going deep here for Parker. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's Jackson to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Jackson. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Coverage there by Earl Thomas.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Badgley's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run again with Jackson. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Now it's Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. It was Justin Houston who got him down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Right there.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. You're down on the scoreboard, and this is not what you want to see. 99 yards of field in front of you.
Yeah, and it just shows how important a good punter can be and how that person can really help out a team. Guarantee you his agent can be taking that video clip in on the next contract negotiation, don't you think?
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Jackson back into his end zone. And this is caught. It's Parker. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Now Jackson. It's complete to Drake. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm here all day. Check 37. Check 37. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
Here's Gordon. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And once again, they stopped him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
22, Jet, cover. 22, Jet, cover. Orbit, orbit.
On third down, Jackson. Hunter Henry brings it in. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 45 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Gordon. Nifty move by Gordon. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for L.A. They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 2nd and 7, Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
The Chargers on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7.
Watch the shift.
This is Gordon. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. Badgley able to knock this one through. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they've put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Now Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not all that joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Gordon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done sometimes when you open things.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Ramsey with a sack on the corner blitz.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
On is the Chargers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Play action. It's Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
Here's Jackson on 3rd down. He'll hit Jackson complete. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Jackson now. Airing it out, looking for Ridley, and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
58. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Check. Go. Back to mine. I got him.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down. They're going to run. This is Gordon. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. And he hits Drake. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 3rd down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Watch the eye.
Jackson to throw. And it's caught by Parker. Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
58, come on. Quit talking about it and bring it. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Last second. It is. 58, boys, 58, 58, Mike.
Here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Throwing now is Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
They'll start here with Jackson. And an alley to run. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Baltimore, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.